So number 6 says the equation F equals G times m sub 1 times m sub 2 divided by r squared is used to find the force of gravity F between two objects where G is the gravitational constant, m sub 1 and m sub 2 are the masses of two objects, and r is the distance between the two objects. Solve the equation for G. Now this is the most important thing that we need to know. This is a lot of extra information that we don't necessarily need to know, but we do need to solve for G, which is saying get G by itself. So I'm going to do something that's kind of similar, but it's not exactly the same. So let's say I'm trying to solve for D here. So if I'm trying to get D by itself, I know the very first thing that I need to do is get rid of this denominator E. So once I do that, I'm going to have A times E equals BCD. So it's going to be helpful if you think of these things here as variables, which is what we're doing in this video. Trying to make it bigger, it's not working. Okay, so now again, if I'm trying to solve for D, what's going on here is multiplication. This is B times C times D. So if I want to get rid of this B and the C so that I get D by itself, I know that that's what I'm going to have to divide by because the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm dividing by BC. Dividing by BC. So when I do this, these two cancel out. And then I'm left with a D by itself. So when I'm done with everything, I get that AE divided by BC equals D. So this seems a little bit tricky because there are a lot of letters, a lot of variables here. But if we're thinking about what our goal is, which was to get D by itself, all we have to do is move everything else away from D, just as if we were solving an equation. You're going to do the same thing here. You're going to try to move everything away from G, just as if you were solving an equation.